Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel Coin Lady. Higher demand is the only thing that may need a higher XRP price, and that demand would lead to a price increase. There is no pressing need for a private repurchase, and I personally don't see the point in one either. Also, you might want to reevaluate your position if you're still buying into VHill's capital buyback pitch. Watch today's video to find out why. And so the XRP whales return. The story of the Ripple buyback is equally as compelling. We can see that the comeback of the whales coincides with rising hopes that the long-running and high-profile dispute between Ripple and SEC may be resolved this year. At the same time, as prominent Ripple Labs contributor and Securities attorney Jimmy Viley reminded everyone that XRP buyback would be conceivable if Ripple's legal battle with the SEC resolves in favor of the business, debates surrounding the contentious Ripple buyback notion resume. Now I have no doubt that Ripple will prevail in court. Yet I doubt there will ever be a true repurchase. Bank of VHill, when you request $100 million in compensation for expenses and add the clause that you, the committee, and your family are immune from legal action for the next century, we will take you seriously. If things don't go as planned, you can't file a lawsuit against them for a century. As a result, I can only conclude that financial gain is the driving force here. Bear all reasonable costs incurred by members of the confidential committee in connection with due diligence, structuring, evaluating, and implementing the proposed transaction shall be reimbursed. How much? Roughly $100 million as of right now, the sum total in which Val and any such members of the confidential committee and SDORS will be reimbursed by the U.S. corporation. The use of SDORS is now feasible. The International Monetary Fund has been vocal about this issue. This topic has already been discussed by central banks. This time it's because a buyback is unnecessary. So, what about the rest of the world's nations? Do you know if buybacks are on the table? Why would the XRP community ever endorse channels or individuals who are advocating for the VHill capital buyback? What exactly do they want you to believe, that John is only in it for the money? It was Johnny Deaton. Perhaps they enlisted him, or at least gave him a name to provide an air of authority to the proceedings. Why would anyone think it's fine for Valley to send a paper bearing John Dean's name to the Treasury and central banks without first consulting with him? I also recommend reading 18 U.S. C1 and consulting a lawyer. We can also get a glimpse of the deal's confidential committee's future intentions for implementation here. I guess it's not surprising that some people started advertising for them. Greed 100%. That's what I think it all boils down to, at least. You know, based on its own use case and utility in the future, I think content is going to touch astronomical costs. A buyback is unnecessary, and even the buyback prices have gotten out of hand. Originally, estimates ranged from $35,000 to $50,000, but those numbers quickly climbed. Price per XRP has recently reached the $128,000 range. If the United States is the only country to pay that amount, what will happen to foreign holders? In regards to my work on the Ripple and LBR cases, I have not solicited any financial or in-kind contributions from anyone. I've declined many offers of financial support from folks who wanted to help with my costs. I heard that from Johnny Deaton himself. He's helping this community and the retail investors in XRP a great deal, and he's not even getting paid for it. This is the information that was really included in the paperwork. It also states that they have capital, some of which will be paid to Deaton Law Firm. And I seriously doubt Johnny Deaton was aware of any of this. Here is how I see XRP once more. It is important to consider the future value of XRP if you have a certain investing goal in mind. The 589 will be sold without a doubt. At the point where it reaches $1,000, most people will have cashed out all of their XRP. Consequently, the government would never again have to fork over such exorbitant amounts of money to purchase XRP. The works of Elon Musk jury trial case is an example of one. Please read this New York Times article. So the lawsuit focuses on whether investors lost money because they believe Mr. Musk's social media posts on taking Tesla private in 2018. And last Friday, in federal court, he won the case. At that point, David Schwartz made headlines by claiming that Joe Katz, CTO of Ripple, had announced plans to take XRP private at a price of $420. Meet Elon Musk, the billionaire entrepreneur. He was making light of the situation, but other individuals didn't get the joke. After reading numerous statements to the effect of "Oh, now XRP will be price guaranteed at $420, I decided to look into the matter. In the tweet's fine print, it states, "This is a joke." As a generally optimistic person, I can appreciate people's enthusiasm for the future of XRP. However, there are those who push things to an extreme. I thought the buyback was taking things too far. 2020 The Swiss financial behemoth has combined Ripple and Swift. IBIS has stated that its customers will be able to access both Ripple and Swift in their pockets using a single platform. According to IBIS, its clients will have infinite banking options as a result. Customers of Swift Route will have access to financial integration and RippleNet for making payments. Foreseeably, this will become increasingly common. Possible use of XRP in the future to facilitate the Ripple connection to Swift. The success of this strategy is what will make XRP worthwhile. This is why I bought XRP. Once the litigation is resolved, the price will likely rise to $10. Furthermore, as more and more institutions begin to use on-demand liquidity, the price will rise even further. Trust the evidence. Don't put your faith in something that's even remotely plausible. Take a look at the current events. This change to ISO from 220 to 220 in November 2023 is also highly significant. The American Bankers Association is grateful for the opportunity to respond to the Notice of Adoption of Message Format and requests for feedback on the Fed Wire Fund Service and ISO 222. Since the new message format allows for more information to be stored alongside each payment, ABAS supports its implementation. A well-executed implementation strategy is crucial for the November switchover, and we propose including this or other measures to accomplish this in the response. Instead of the phased method contemplated in 2018 and postponed until later, the notice proposes to make the migration happen so for FedWire on a single day no sooner than November 2023. All participants in the system must have performed exhaustive testing of their systems prior to the transition, as the switch can only take place for a single day. This also explains how XRP may reach such lofty prices. To me, it seems like it will be as sudden as turning a light on or off a huge boom transition. Several financial institutions simultaneously went operational, with some utilizing RippleNet and others utilizing RippleNet and XRP. The XRP army, who have benefited greatly from Ripple's instantaneous liquidity, are eagerly awaiting the outcome of the litigation. The fact that Ripple was repurchasing XRP suggests that the company planned to utilize it for ODL all along. Nearly 40 payout markets now have access to Ripple's ODL, a significant increase from the 3 markets in 2020 in the previous quarter. Having partnered with the best payment gateways in France, Sweden, and Africa, ODL was able to debut there. In addition, Ripple grew its clientele to include corporations interested in the benefits of crypto-powered international money transfers. The value of XRP will originate there as well. Well, I'm going to tell you to do it again because it's a universal practice. Take out your calculator and count your XRP to see how much you have. Multiply that by 100, since I think we'll reach 100 before we reach 1,000. Just under the magic 10,000. To me, that's thinking too small. If I had to guess, I'd say we'll get anywhere between $10 and $20 once this case is through. From there, though, it will continue to climb as more and more banks, notably American banks, join the network. Certainly there are many more than simply Wells Fargo and Bank of America. In the past, I've heard PNC mention Ripple as well. But consider how more nations are gradually joining the club, and double your initial investment by a factor of 1,000 using the same calculator. Then you might wonder, how much longer do I have to hold it to get to such high prices? Time and XRP holdings are also factors, but only risk what you can spare. Just chill out and wait things out like I've always advised. The future holds high prices, but you should never count on a buyback. Analyze the information available about the investment. David is not someone to mess with if you are not on equal footing with him. The good doctor, C, is correct. As has happened before, Ripple's chief technology officer has criticized the man who calls himself Bitcoin's founder. But now there's this person, Craig Wright, who claims to be Bitcoin's creator and who has called XRP a hoax while being a Bitcoin maxi and an avid Bitcoin promoter. It seems to me that he is frightened. If Bitcoin is out there competing with central banks, it will never, ever be bound to that new financial system. Therefore, I can see why he would be concerned about its long-term viability. Because XRP doesn't compete with the CBDC, banks are adopting Ripple in droves. That's why we use Big Ice Coin. Cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin and Ripple are essential. Additionally, they are decentralized, safe, and able to handle liquidity problems. The possibility of change being ignored. They promise substantial gains. Take advantage of the situation rather than letting it pass you by. And believe me when I say this, everyone who discusses Bitcoin in a constructive manner will tell you they can see its value. However, individual investors shouldn't put their money into it right now. To ponder. From its current vantage point, what does it intend to do? Put the same amount of money into XRP and all of a sudden you receive 100x. This is true even if the blow-off top is only 8 to 10 times. To put it simply, I believe that the XRP will multiply by 20, 30 during the near future, and possibly even by more than that over the slightly longer term. The multiplicative factor will increase by a factor of 100 and beyond. Which means that big fellas cash in if you want to make a splash in the cryptocurrency industry. Investing in Bitcoin or Ripple is a great way to do it. I appreciate how he worded that last part, since it means a new investor can get in on the action now and maybe not have to wait as long as us old-timers did for XRP to hit those high levels. Many people this year will likely become millionaires after investing in cryptocurrency on Monday and expecting to retire comfortably by Friday. This is reminiscent of the classic get-rich-quick scheme. If they're just getting started with crypto or XRP, they won't have to wait as long as we have. Quantum Finance infographic prepared by Chef. If you've read multiple explanations of this, it won't help. Ripple and XRP are part of it all. Please remember to hit the subscribe and notify buttons. You may see our other XRP history videos. In the meantime, you may catch us in the video below. See you later, bye.